Welcome to the jungle. We left off at turn 86. Reminder, we are in dark times for the Nidavangr nation, literally because Utterdark makes everything dark, but also figuratively because it takes away our money, we can't recruit, it gives a random special monsters attack, enchanted forests, breaches the dominion in every forest, and gives attacks with the asphodel flag. Still has Well of Misery up, making him death gems. So it's not a good time. We we can't deal with that fighting them because we are preoccupied finishing off Machaka, and we can't recruit. We can't make new labs. We can't make new forts. We can't make new temples. But we're gonna deal with that. We're gonna deal with that with gems. We're almost at Arcane Analysis. We should get that next turn, and then we should use Astral Dis. We'll cast it to see how much he overcast Utterdark with, and then we'll use Astral Disruption to dispel everything because we expect Utterdark to be the highest overcast, and also it's the most oppressive. It is not all bad though, because we have the Ashen Fields here at Dunheim, which gives a conjuration bonus. So at least we will be able to use gems to get more troops and mages. I would prefer to do that with money, but we have no money. A couple other things to mention. Last episode, I noticed that there were a lot of blue caps, and I was trying to figure out why Machaka summoned so many blue caps. Perhaps it was to make the use of um, the bonus for mining, and there were a couple of mines here. One that gave resources, and another that gave some money, but not a lot. So it was probably not for that. I think what he was doing is he expected to keep the Gates of Horn of Ivory up, and then use those blue caps to summon um, a lot of the troops, the glamour troops that give siege bonus, which are pretty good for storming forts really quickly, and also the blue caps themselves have a siege bonus. So if that would have panned out, it would have been interesting. And well, another thing I need to mention is going forward, Machaka is stalling a lot. So, and there's a lot of random independent attacks and attacks with the Asphodel flag from the global. So I'm gonna focus more on the more interesting battles, and there's some really cool stuff that happen in these turns. So, attack orders that are from turn 86 that will resolve on turn 87. We are using our Soulstone of the Wolves to cast Call of the Wild for free at known peaks. We know there's just one PD here, so it should be no problem. Here's our werewolf and his pack of wolves. There they are. Yep, one PD. Only lost one wolf. And while we're sieging down Green Harbor here, we have our Heliophagus, or disease Heliophagus that kills 5% of the population. We really didn't want him, but we got him. Mabakiel. We gave him some thug kit, and we are gonna send him to the caves. We have a scout here, and it says it's quite well organized. Let's see his script. Yeah, sometimes you need to be in the province to move to a cave. If you have enough map move, you can go directly from an adjacent province like this. And he has very high map move at 34. And because he has dark power, well, now his dark power is active all the time because of Utterdark, but when we dispel Utterdark, it's not going to be active on the surface most of the time. But yeah, we just passing by his killing population. We don't want him up here. We're gonna send him to cause problems there, and he's invisible too. That's cool. But anyway, his script is just Soul Vortex, Invulnerability, Attack Closest, and let's see how it goes. So Vortex, Invulnerability. So now protection against Muldoon is 33. Yeah, that's really good thug territory there. And this, it's all. Yeah, these cavemen, you need to put like a 13 or 14 PD to even get a squad of 5. So this is probably 10 PD. Yeah, of course, he's gonna have no problem. Yep, at least we get some use out of him. And from Dunheim here, where we have the conjuration bonus site, we are moving some stuff to help with the future storming of the fort at Green Harbor. We're moving Mabakiel underground, as we saw, and we're taking a party to clear these independents here that attack Machaka. And well, we're already starting to use the kidneys. We have been summoning not great troops. They don't see in the dark. It's too bad. At least they have all 4. So against indies, that should be good. This is the script. Um, the the bear clans are probably gonna get there before them because they're on hold. Other arc is forcing me to make hard choices. I don't know which units I'll rather lose. Um, maybe I could have split a group of Soulless to take the charge. Who do I don't want to die? I don't know. Maybe not these girls because they don't they don't have upkeep while the bear clan has upkeep. Um, we're summoning some stuff, doing some earth buffs. Let's see how it goes. Got a few knights. Knights are stronger than heavy cav. 20 protection on the Destria. Yeah, it was okay. A couple bear clan got demolished in the charge, but then the water elementals took took part of the charge. Lost 4 bear clan. So this was here at the Fair Mountains, and down here in Gorillion we are storming. Um, let's see if there's anything special here. No, I don't think so. Have a small communion. Yeah, we got a lot of Bear Clan here. Got still the Hydras that we wanted to use for Soul Vortex batteries, but it doesn't work because they're undisciplined. and a bunch of iron ogres. This is how they're scripted. Let's see how it goes. Before we see how it goes, I remembered what was interesting about we're finally using Tempest. So this gives Storm. So it's gonna be easier for our pro clan mages to use their air magic. Yeah, so a lot of them got storm power. The air spells that use the gems are pretty good. Army of Mist, Arrow Fan. Okay, now let's see how it goes. Yeah, storm's already up, but there's nothing here. We lost one lizard shaman, 13 bear clan warriors, one hydra hatchling, three nidavors. A lot of that was probably to friendly fire. Oh well, soulless. We really can't be affording any losses, but what are we gonna do? Turn 87. We got Arcane Analysis. Yep, Arcane Analysis, and we're casting it right away. Targeting Utterdark, of course. We want to find out what the overcast was. We got attacked by a couple of horrors here. Yeah, no chance. Oh, this is a from the spell Revive King, and this type of assassination, he's not mounted. Poor guy, just paralyzed forever. Spine membrane horror. It's a unit that uses mind blast. Is he mindless? No. Is he passing the MR checks? Yeah, he's passing the MR checks with 14 magic resistance -1 due to magic skills. Oh, now he didn't pass. Annoying. And then there's the events from the globals. So we lose. Oh, that wasn't against me. That just, yeah, it was against Machaka. So it doesn't matter. This was against me though. In Valkovia. Yeah, and here we were sieging our fort. I don't think we spent any gems. That's good. They lose 2 Solas. Well, not too bad. Could have been much worse. Yeah, we can't deal with heretics because the PD is already up, so that should be good. What was annoying about those horrors attacking here is that I was transporting troops, so now I have to move a death mage. Is that what I'm doing? Yeah, I have Kamazot here. He can take 75, so almost all of them. Good. We got some construction done. Nidavangr is a citadel. That's great, but we can't make use of it. Uh, we're not constructing anything new. Where was it? Palisades. Yeah, these are our starting blood hunting provinces, and we wanted them protected from the when the war with Asphodel starts, because they can go through the water or through here very easily. But they're just gonna be fortifications for a while. Of course, we can't build them further. We lost 73 units. This is so brutal. When we lost another merc that we cannot rebid. But on the bright side, we still have our Call of the Wilds. Let's see. Yeah, this is after the Enchanted Forest attack. We can just take it back with the wolves, and we're moving stuff here anyway. This we're sieging. It's not breached yet. What else? We're making use of our conjuration bonus site here, Dunheim. Using the black sorcerer we stole from Machaka to get archers that have Bane fireballs, which are cool. Not going to be very useful against Asphodel, but I mean, I need to get all the stuff that I want from gems because I can't recruit. But I decided this is a bad idea because I think you get them and they get blasted by what's the site? Yeah, this site. Rainbow Shroud skills on that 20. So it does 10 armor negating damage, which you can negate with MR. Chance of being struck is the value in percentage each month. Yeah, so 28% chance of being struck. But even then, I'm summoning a lot of units. I don't wanna I wanna get as many as possible. I don't wanna get fewer. But there's other stuff that's not affected by that. Lamia's Naiad Warriors. We're doing transformation. We got this tree lord here that we were using to get vine ogres. But since vine ogres is conjuration, we would rather have a high nature mage here doing that, or use his high paths in nature for summoning something else. So since he can't move, I'm gonna make him into a random animal. It's probably a big waste of gems doing all that, but I don't know. I like to do a lot of different things in the games. What else? Carrying reanimation, getting more solas, getting another vampire, and the pretender is moving here because we know where there's elemental royalty, and I think we saw that there was one here. We know there's a queen of air here. We know there's a queen of king of mountains here. So we want to be ready to get them as soon as they are killed. And the pretender has good pets to help with that. Forging, forging the sword of injustice. That is an artifact, right? Forge magical item. Yeah, sword of injustice. Magic resistance to undead. That's cool, but it gives priest +1, and it's a one-handed weapon. So this will give us another holy 5, adding some other priest +1 items. Staff of Elemental Mastery, Singling Dowsing Rods, Eye of Gaia. This is an attempt to save on Eye of Gaia is a miscellaneous item from Lucis mod, yeah. 5 temporary nature gems. We spend a lot of nature gems with our battle magic, and we wanna get a lot of them as possible. But they are very expensive. But with the forge bonus, we get a big discount, and hopefully you can put a lot of them in. We didn't have this cross path, but since we had the opportunity, now we don't anymore, to recruit lore masters. They're giving us some cross paths we didn't have before, and we're making use of that in this case. Nope, foraging. Yep, our Father Earth here can do the bloodstone. Okay, let's start with the Call of the Wild here at Zooks. There are the wolves. I think this is just what started reanimating from Asphodel's Dominion. Yeah, bad morale check. Hopefully we get to keep the werewolf at least. Yeah, the wolves have really bad morale. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Hold on. Um, yeah, there was one mannequin, one mandragora left, and the one PD commander. Annoying that he gets magic paths. So let's see. Yeah, we kept the werewolf and a few of the wolves. And but we move in with the last mercenary we have, I think. We're moving in some Solus to help take the fort there. Yeah, the PD commander is random, and the death one is really helpful in those small battles, of course. Yeah, okay, this is what we were looking at earlier. We lost 3 Solus. The group that took Fair Mountains are being moved to Dead Marches here. Um, there's no lab here to resupply with gems, but there's no need. They have temporary gem generators, so they can get water elementals. They can do buffs. Um, we don't have a lot, and is very strong and well organized. So I think this is more than 20. I'm looking at the script. I probably should have cast Blasting first. Well, maybe not, because if I just cast one thing and put it on spells, they should blast themselves, and the blasting is important under Utterdark because it will increase their precision because they can't see in the dark. But it's not reflected. Oh no, Spirit Sight. Hmm. So Spirit Sight, I think, does not require you to bless. Well, that's good to know. Okay, this is the script. Let's see how it goes. It is Woodsman Blowpipes, Woodsman, and the Machaca PD. Very easy stuff. The water magic evocations are pretty good. Look at that ice strike. And the awe on these units does wonders. When you see a unit shining, is because it tried to attack somebody with awe and couldn't. Yeah, that one just shined white for a second. Lost nothing. 106 units. I don't know, probably 20 PD. Mabakiel here is moving to go on top of this Machaca fort that's underground. Has the same script, so vortex and vulnerability. Uh, it has sorcerers. That's cool. There's probably a site there. Quite well organized, so I think that's 10 PD. He just fought 10 PD. There was no problem. Shouldn't be any problem now. Let's see. Yeah, that looks like 10 PD. So vortex, vulnerability. There he is. They can't even break his invisibility. Such good stats. And we cracked Green Harbor. Here, I think we saw that there was a lot of elemental royalty. So the group here is well scripted, I would say. Now we have this guy with the Immaculate Shield can do Divine Blessing because he became Priest 3. We have Rigor Mortis turn 1, Anti-Magic turn 1. We got Aerofan. We got basically all the counters. We got Howl. A lot of the nature buffs with the Communion, some outside the Communion. We got a Bear Clan boosted in Earth doing Marble Army. Life After Death. A second featherweight army. This is probably because we saw he used Earthquake, so redundancy. Legions of Steel. We got poison resistance using blood slaves with our vampire here, who's a community master, and he is set on attack. Yeah, so he won't be giving extra fatigue with off path casting. We have one guy here healing disease. We got Battle Fortune, Army of Shades, Ground Army for uh, shock resistance, Frost Fan, Grip of Winter. So this is a combo that's been working really well against Machaca, Grip of Winter with Rigor Mortis. Fire Fan, yeah, basically we even have a second Holy 3 here with Bishop Fish to guarantee we get the Divine Blessing off. Hold an attack rear for the healthy Nidbatads. The afflicted ones a little bit further behind, hold an attack closest, some other stuff. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so we got two King of Fires here doing some buffs, one King of Bane Fires. We got Queen of Storms. Let's check out what they have. Oh, there's an adventurer here that is a healer. And she's also a disease healer because she has the disease grinders, an artifact that gives death gems. Yeah, this shows me that Machaka has been checked out of the game for a while because she's probably here healing diseases for a long time. And he didn't even bother to take the death gems out, and she can't use them. It's too bad I cannot pick up gems, only items. Same thing here. This guy doesn't have water. Wow, fire 9. The ruby eye gives fire +1, and then he has a skull of fire, and then has a flame helmet, and then the staff of the sun. Yeah, the flame helmet, he should really take it off because it gives reinvigoration -3. These guys are so good summoning elementals because they have elemental empowerment, don't they? Yeah, you get bigger elementals. Yeah, look at how many gems he has. Well, at the same time, what's he gonna do at this point, right? King of Magma here with the same fire boosters. Oh, this is the Kokite that escaped us earlier in the lake, also with an artifact. And some sorcerers. Yeah, he has some stuff, but so we had to respect it. But he's not putting a lot of effort. Well, I'm glad the soulless are working as evocation bait. They're probably not even scripted because they're attacking now. Where did the Queen of Air go? She's alive. She's on cast. Can't see her. Is she here? Yeah, she's on cast in this case. Paralyzed. Is he paralyzed too? Can't tell. No. Yeah, everybody's fatigued out. Even the archers that are trying to flee. 200 fatigue. 151. 118. The vampire's on attack. He flies. $132. Let's see, we lost one Bear Clan warrior, 2 seat trolls, 20 troll soulless, which was great that they took the evocations. 50 more of the armored ones. Yeah. 4 elemental royalties and adventure for sorcerers. Yeah, could have made it a little bit harder, but I would have won it in any case, I think. Staff of the Sun, Staff of Flame Focus, School of Fire, Winged Helmet, that's great. This is expensive. School of Fire, Water Bracelet, and the Disease Grinder. We didn't get the other artifacts, but this is a pretty good one. Yeah, still here on turn 87, we found the site that kills undead. Also, it's a great site too. Glamour to Water, using our... Oops, I got lost here. Here we are. Our golem here that has the Atlas of Creation. Gave him a ring of returning to because he cannot... you cannot script somebody with 50 morale to retreat. So in case he gets attacked, I don't want to lose this item. So, and yeah, that's a great way to make sure you 100% will find the site, because it really searches for everything. And of course, we did wish, so now all his paths are higher, and he got one in each path he didn't already have. So look at how it's getting now. It can barely... the the icons are overlapping on top of each other. Turn 88. So we cast transformation, and our big tree became a big moose. Um, cool. He's stealthy. He's big, has a lot of hit points. Did he gain a path? I don't think he gained a path in nature. I think he already had that. He lost Ivy King though, and only has 2 slots. Only 4 MR, 5 MR, and then 4 with the magic scale. But at least I can move him very quickly to Dunheim to make use of the conjuration bonus. Cool, cool, cool. We already saw these battles. There was a battle at our fortress in Black Peaks. This... oh, now Caleb flew an attack, but also with not enough stuff. Second time he fails to get the fort I sold him. Okay. And I could scout battle here, but it's Asphodel attacking PD, but from the event, it seems. From the global event. We sent our pretender there to Dunheim, got another vampire. Oh, Arcane Analysis is done. So look at this. Utterdark was probed. It has a strength that equals about 903 astral pulse. So now I didn't know this, but even with my pretender being... I can boost him up. He's Astral 7, but I can put 2 boosters and put him to Astral 9. He cannot use more than 900 gems with Astral Disruption. That's not going to be enough. So I have to either cast Lore of Legends again or Wish again. And it's probably better to Wish again in case some gems that are promised don't come, or some other bizarre event happens. So now we already spent all those gems to get to the point where we are. Lore of Legends, Wish, Arcane Analysis, and now we're going to have to Wish again 100 more Astral Pearls to get him to 8, to boost him to 10, to be able to use more than 900 Pearls. It's quite an absurd situation from my experience, that with late game, which up to this game was none. But we are making use of the Ashen Fields to get Lamias. Kidnids, yeah, I mean, they're not great troops, but I think I was looking for something that gave me a lot of uh, bodies with as few gems as possible and a few mage turns as possible. So we're doing that. At the same time, we have to save up uh, to join with others in dispelling. It's really an uncomfortable situation and a hard balance because I'm not doing all. I'm spending a lot of gems, but I wish I could spend even more and not have to save up. At least our site searching made it so I think I get about if I convert everything that I get to Astral Pearls, I get about 120 at that point. I had to make a spreadsheet. Of course, the blood slaves can't be converted, unfortunately. So it comes quickly, but I'm really depending on other people helping me to dispel this. Otherwise, that's what I already won the game. Now, this turn also, looking at the events, um, yeah, we got one gold event for 1380, and we got two more, I think. 302 more, 308 more. So since we got a lot of money, it's still not enough to pay our upkeep, but we did lose fewer troops. We only lost 12 this turn, and we lost our two last mercs. Oh yeah, speaking of summoning, um, when I calculated how many Banefire long dead archers with the Banefire bow I should get, I should have gotten 20. So I think what happened, one of them got the chance, the 20% chance of getting hit, failed the MR check. They don't have high MR anyway. So I got fewer and I decided it was not worth it. I would like to have these archers, but there's that risk. And also, they're not, Decay is not going to be very good against Asphodel in the future anyway. We are healing our units from afflictions with the Grail, the Chalice, and with our items we're healing the disease, and we're using the disease grinder every turn to turn disease into death gems. On casting, we are getting 4 elemental royalties, the Banefire, 2 Kings of Fire, and the Queen of Elemental Air. We wanna get them before anybody else get them, and I have the info, of course, that I just killed them. So that's why the Pretender's here. Forging blood stuff, Ring of the False Prophet to bring up our Holy 2 to 5. Eventually, the Pillar of Truths. This is the counter to that the glamour spell that decays everybody, all enemies in the battle. It's an interesting item. Yeah, increases the magic resistance of all units and grant true sight and false regen. Yeah, so it regens false damage. But you need strength 20 to carry it. So you're gonna have to get a troll or something, or buff a unit. But you have to be really careful because if they get an affliction where they lose strength, I think they will drop it. And it's heavy too, so you cannot teleport it. Disbelief to true sight. Yeah. And it's also interesting that you can attack with it as a two-handed weapon. It has bad attack and defense, but it has the truth's effect. So you bonk them in the head with the truth, and the truth paralyzes them. difficult to negate with magic damage and AoE1. Very cool item. This is vanilla. And we're trying to save gems, but at the same time, there's just stuff that I need to finish off Machaka quickly, like the Robe of the Sea. I need them to summon more bishop fish, so I can bless the sacred units I have, and yeah, some other boosters that are needed. We also got a couple of Fiends of Darkness attacks that are PD took care of, thankfully. Also, thankfully, our PD that we put before the Utterdark finally found the false prophet and the heretics. That's trying to use the Soulstone of the Wolves here to put Nidian range under siege while I storm Balkaria. Yeah, sometimes wolves go here, sometimes here, random. But of course, they take 1 PD. And then on the same turn, Enchanted Forest Global brings a bunch of trolls, and the trolls kill our wolves, unfortunately, and kill our werewolf too. The group here that has been taking the unfortunate provinces from Achaka and the border with Naba is now attacking this province, has a lot of PD too, 20 or more, it seems. The same stuff we already saw, some bear clans, some kidnids, 100 solace. Let's see. Heavy cav, yeah, heavy cav and light cav. A little tougher, should be no problem. It's great that the heavy cav missed the bear clan and went straight for the kidnids that have all all four. Yeah, you can see a lot of they're not being able to hit them with the lances and the hoof attack. Yeah, they have hoof attack, don't they? They do. Due to the awe, yeah. They're great even for cav chargers. Bad stats though in darkness. You don't buff them with cat eyes, but I have other priorities for the nature gems. Yeah, look at that. They don't kill a lot, but they didn't take any casualties from that cav charge. Only lost 7 soulless. 9 heavy cav, 30 light cav, 115 units total. Here at Titan's Breath Peaks, this Machaka Fort here in the middle of Asphodel. We are reinforcing with 166 soulless, but we decided to storm what if we already have here. We want to finish this quickly to be prepared to fight Asphodel. We don't have a lot of gems and stuff. We have this guy doing army regeneration, which is good. And this one doing anti-magic and life after death. We hope this will be enough. At least there are a lot of mages. Let's see how it goes. Year of the Lord, Year of the Lord, sorcerer with a skull staff, and an adventurer who's also a healer. Man, I wish I gotten these adventures. At least I have the chalice. Still have a Chithyronic lion from the throne we took from the Indies. Animate tree is great. Forest. Yeah, our solas are getting blasted. With the horde of skeleton spawn. If we had rigor mortis and grip of winter, they would have been passed out. But good enough. I'll stay 8 Bear Clan Warriors, 1 Crow Clan Archer, some other stuff. Half of our, more than half for 141 Soulless Warriors, 11 Wolves. And this was very close. Look at all the retreats. I think maybe what happened, we got an army route, but since the Bear Clan are berserk, they kept fighting anyway. Well, if that's the case, it's very, very good to have Bear Clan. Yeah, and since we captured the fort, uh, they all went inside, well, except this apprentice, but an apprentice doesn't matter much. And then here in Valcoria, we are also storming. Also, don't have like super supported army like I do on the others, but I have Frost Fan, I have Fire Fan, I have anti magic, I have a lot of. No, actually, I do have a lot of troops. Yeah, even quite a few Nidbatads. And this is why I need, because this is closer to the capital. Well, maybe not, but it's faster to get there. And so I can reinforce much better than reinforcing down here through all the forests. And so when I have this many Nidbatads, I just cannot blast with these units. Maybe I could, but then they wouldn't cast any other spells. So this is why I need to spend gem summoning all these bishop fish. Have a GSS thug here. Don't know what they might have, but we don't expect a lot. Let's see how it goes. Just 2 voices of the Lord. So they'll do a number of on our Solus. And normally I wouldn't care about the Solus, but I can't recruit troops anymore, so I want to keep everything I have. Then it's getting there and they kill so quickly. Lost 1 Bear Clan Warrior and 47 Solus. Turn 89. Okay, this turn we are sending our pretender back. We got a bunch of elemental royalty, and they're summoning allies right away. We get elementals and stuff like that. The King of Banefires, unfortunately, has a lot of afflictions, and since he's undead, I cannot heal him with the chalice. Um, and he cannot summon allies. So I could use him to get those Banefire archers, but I didn't like the idea of getting them and getting them blasted by the Rainbow Shroud. So I'm gonna move him to the throne of the Artificer to craft. What else? Asphodel overtook Gates of Horn and Ivory. So now, yeah, we really need the Astral Disruption to come in. And yeah, it's coming next turn. We also got a Fairy Queen. We want to get this one you get when it's hot and you I want to cast a fairy card again when it's cold. This one is gonna craft for us rainbow armor. I think this armor is great for Ringvig and MR. Great for mages. Can be good for thugs too. So she's going to the throne of the artificer to do that for us. But I want to get a Queen of Winter too to summon some other stuff, and well, we'll see when we get there. Record of creation, found a murdering mire. Yeah, sometimes you don't get a lot, but I'm trying. There are I site search everything I conquered almost from Scalaria, and I don't know how much site searching Machaca did. The fact that a lot of provinces have no no sites at all close to each other tells me that maybe he didn't site search the part from Pythium he took very well. So I'm focusing the records of creation casting there. We had other battles. Nabat tried to take Shambhalak. These Adites just can't get through the gate. Well, now they did. Close, close, but not enough. And this one, where was it? Yeah, so we just reinforced here where we took this fort, and now we lost this to Asphodel, to the global. That sucks. This one we already saw, and Oak Breach. Yeah, we lost this. RPD loss, but even though they are Asphodel flag, they don't stay. And since we have a fort here, they destroyed our PD, and we cannot put more PD because we don't have money. So this combination of globals is really messing with everything, of course, but we already knew that. We got some, yeah, these are special events. What's that? Oh, crap. Yeah, this is independence now, so we lost this one. What was this guy doing? Building a temple, maybe? Or site searching? That sucks. I think he retreated, though. Antediluvian. Yeah, he retreated, thankfully. Arini, we had some PD. Yeah. The Utterdark attacks when you have PD, they take care of it. Now I'm losing PD and can put it back. Very annoying. We got some money here, so we probably didn't lose a lot of troops this turn. Yeah, only 33. This is less than when we get no money events. Oh, and there was also an interesting event here. Yeah, in Morn. An evil lord and his hirelings are trying to take over the land. So let's see what we have. We have blood slaves with a sorcerer, mace man, swordsman, another sorcerer here. This one had his astro too, and the fire lord. Cool chassis with the combat caster. Yeah, I really, in particular, want the sorcerers if I can get them to help me blood hunt. So even though it sucks to lose the province, you have the opportunity to try and get them. Kill their PD, unfortunately. Yeah, there's still quite a few of the troops in addition to the three mages. Where is our golem? Yeah, we're empowering this guy in blood so he can do horror stuff for us and crafting and this path. Um, we get our random crow clans have the cross path astral blood, but when you cast horror stuff, you can horror mark yourself, and since he's mindless, um, he's not going to horror mark himself. His job, this item cannot be removed. Yeah, his job was basically just to be a mason to build up our important forts to citadels like I did with Nidavangr. But I don't have money to do that, so he needs something to do, and so he's becoming a blood mage. And when he's not using, he is creating more blood slaves via blood hunting. What else? Getting another mounting to generate more troops for free. Lamias, more troops that don't have upkeep. We're getting an Ivy King. Yeah, we decided that the best way to get Vine Ogres is with an Ivy King that already comes with Ivy Lord, and we give him the Ivy King's tree staff or whatever it's called, and that's going to be even better than our transform tree here. But he's going to be very good at summoning Lamias. So a lot of this gem expenditure, because you might look at this and say, "Wow, but you really need to save up while you're spending." But a lot of what I'm spending is either because I need troops to keep doing what I'm doing, or to save money, or I mean, save gems in the future. For example, here we are forging Igor's Conehelm Stone. Forge. Yeah, there it is. It has corpse construction bonus 20. Corpse construction only costs one air gem if you have the cross path. So this is going to allow us to get a lot of corpse constructs for cheap. Chromatic barrier 2 is a temporary gem generator. It's going to save us, hopefully, glamour gems in the long term. Amulet of the Dead for better reanimation. In battles, we are reinforcing Titan's Breath peaks with more werewolves because I don't know what the logic was. Probably we were afraid this is so isolated. We don't want Asphodel to take this very easily. Also gives us access to this throne, not directly. You see, this is grayed out, so we cannot cross this mountain range in any climate. But we can go around very easily. Well, easily through here. Here there's a river. Okay, in terms of battles, let's start with the Evil Lord and his hirelings here. Um, we just took a few forts here. We were doing logistics, moving stuff up to finish off the remaining few forts of Machaca we want to take. We're hoping Shinoyama and Obar take the other ones. We're not throne rushing anyway. We're not going to fight them over the thrones. For example, I'm not going to move my army here just because Obar lost his storm. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to be able to win quickly with thrones, but they seem to be having trouble finishing that off. So at least I'll connect my north and south here and have a column in this map. But in any case, I was saying this because we have a bunch of stuff here that we were able to join up. And the idea is here we don't have any troops, it's only mages, but are animating tree doing Horde of Skeleton spam, and we are using some of our spell focuses, yeah, with this Communion Master to try to enslave mine and get some of those mages. Yeah, so I spread them out like this, so they should spit out the trees and the skeletons, while my communion and my other mage try to enslave. Let's see if this is a success. There they are. Horde of skeletons, Phoenix Spire, Falling Fires, Raise Dead. Yeah, so in terms of numbers, they have more than us, but, well, not anymore. Now we have all this undead army here and all. Yeah, if I had like Bear Clan, Nidbathads, they would kill everything quickly and rout them. And that's not what I want to happen. I want the battle to progress slowly, so I have a chance to enslave. Summon imps, that should be no problem. Sometimes they jump in the mages, that could be bad. Oh, we got one. Did we? Why? Who are they attacking? Oh, it's a wolf. Well, never mind. Okay, I think we have a route here on a squad. The two squads routed. We got this one. Yeah. Now he's no longer a mage because he ceased to be a commander. He's a unit. And he's immediately gonna use his quarterstaff to smack this maceman. He's fighting two macemen. Killed one. What a beast. Oh, we got the other maceman he was fighting. Where is he going? His imps that he had already summoned became ours, I think. Is that true? Oh no, they were enslaved by the lizard. Okay. We took a lot of damage there. He's 1 HP. Never healing wound. He hit the Fire Lord with the body and got hit by the Fire Shield. But the Fire Lord, the Astral hit Fire Lord in the body. Oh, we got the Destrier too, so he dismounted. Cool. Oh, we got them too. Nice. So this is the result. We did lose one lion tribe, not important at all. And we got one fire lord, one sorcerer, two macemen, two swordsmen. Is it worth going to all this trouble just to get one blood mage? I'm gonna have to spend a lot of gems to give the reason him or divine name. I don't know, but it is cool. Rating group here is, didn't I already take this? Walnut wood? What happened? I swear I had this. Oh, maybe I'm mistaken. In any case, they are moving to Troll Peak, which is very strong organized. We already saw this. Barbarians. Yeah, I get the feeling that they will wreck our remaining bear clan. Ooh, nice hit. Falling Frost. Oh, nice. The bear clan connected with the Machaca troops. And the barbarians have trouble against the Awe. Oops. Killed a few kidneys there. Get better aim, guys. Come on. You're not affected by darkness, you have spirit sight. Lost a bear clan and lost 5 kidneys. I think it was due to that evocation there, which sucks. 6 soulless. Okay, I remember now. This group didn't go through here, they went through here. Yeah, through the dead marches. So we still have these 2 forts to take and these 2 unfortunate ones to take. I have separated Bitterwind here. He has Amber, which is great for thugging. Small area of frost and fire, small area of fire. He's gonna berserk with the flesh eater. And you know, some kid, even though he already has some armor, I gave him even better. So Dancing Trident too, and even more protection with a brace of protection. It's not a mage, and well, he has some battle wounds, but weaken doesn't matter. He's very strong, and he's gonna do damage with the area attack. Chest wound encumbrance doesn't matter to him because he's undead. And battle fright is not gonna matter because of the flesh eater. So he is quite a beast. And oh yeah, I gave him amber precisely because he's ambidextrous. So great attack and defense skills. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, no setup in this case, just fight, fight, fight. Doesn't even berserk. Doesn't take damage. Protection's too high. How much is his morale? Even though he has battle fright, is boosted by the helmet. Yeah, this is good enough. And we're also storming Gnome Peaks here with the same group that has Tempest. And we don't expect there to be much stuff. Let's see. Literally nothing. Storms up. Yep. Lose one lizard shaman, some other stuff. If you notice there are other battles scripted that I'm not showing, it's because they're not as relevant. So I'll just summarize when then resolve next turn. For example, here we know for sure there's only one PT. There's been like five, not, I'm exaggerating, like three different battles here. Here's like 5 units. So and so forth. I might forget, but in a lot of cases, this is why I'm not showing the scripting. It's not important. Hello, this is me from the future. I got a new PC, a new mic, and I decided to edit down this video. It was 2.5 hours long, so I'm gonna stop here. There will be a better analysis at the end of the next episode, but I guess I can show you the graphs, core graphs. Provinces, forts, income, gems, blood, research, dominion, army size, ascension points. So that's it. This new setup will allow me to edit the videos more. It's not going to change for the next episodes that are already recorded, but for the final ones of this series and the next series, it should be better. Thanks.